Hello, my beautiful boss slave mates. It's me, Ikenisha, your favorite boutique consultant, and you can see a little head coming up over here. So we got little Kyra here. Say hello. Say hey. Hey. All right, you guys. So this video, we are going to be doing something called, we're not going to do the whole thing. I just want to give you a little bit of a taste. We're going to be talking about reviewing your year. So this is about reviewing your business year. Every year, I have always done something where I review my personal life. I've been doing this since high school. I think I've told you all several times in different videos that one of my uncles, who was like my dad, he told me to always have, yearly goals, monthly goals, daily goals, weekly goals, 5-year, 10-year. Like, I've always had that. And, sorry, he has his tablet over here. I've always had that. And then I always, review what I have going on as well, what I did throughout my life, all of that fun stuff. So, of course, you have to do that with your business, but you have to do it in a business way. So I want to tell you all some things that I look at. Bye. When it comes to my business, and some things that, you don't have to do them, but I recommend you doing them. I'm getting this from the multi-million-dollar businesses that I managed, as well as what I know is good and what I need to keep up with for my personal business, So feel free to change these as you like, and then feel free to add some that you like. Sorry, he's getting all up and down. Y'all know he wants to be on camera. Look at that, Kai. He has some French fries he's eating. All right, so anywho, these are in no particular order, but I'm reading them from like top to bottom on my page. But I'm not going to be reading everything, like I said, because it's kind of a lot that I keep up with. Okay? All right, so the first thing, of course, you want to review and write down and think about is how was your year as a whole? Do not get so stuck on your sales, okay? If you have taken my class that I came out with, it was during the summertime. It was called the Money Stages. I talked to you briefly, I think it's about a 20-minute class, about the stages of money in your business and why you shouldn't just focus on your sales in your business. And in that particular class, I talked about celebrating your wins. And that is what I want you to focus on when you talk about, in your little, however you plan to document this, is how was your year? What worked for you? What didn't work for you? What were some wins you gained? Did you gain traffic higher on a certain month? How was your conversion? All of those sort of things. Just generalize or summarize how was your year as a whole, okay? And then, like I said, put down let me look at my little thing that I have here. What were your wins? What were your opportunities? And then plan some things, for next year around those few things if you want. Or you just save it to the end if you want to do planning at the very end, okay? Next thing, we need to keep up with our best sellers, And, of course, you want to keep up with your worst sellers because you don't want to make the same mistake again. So, keep up with what sold the most in 2022. But don't just keep up with, okay, this particular set sold the most in 2022. No, you need to keep up with what category you sold the most of. So did you sell more dresses than you did t-shirts? Did you sell more, unless you're like me, did you sell more fedoras than you did dresses and jumpsuits? Did you sell more bottoms than you did tops? What was the highest category that you sold? What was the highest item that you sold? So was it just one particular fedora, one particular set, one particular jumpsuit, one particular skirt? What was that item? Then I want you to look at what vendor did you sell the most of. So is it like one particular vendor you ordered like 5 things from, another vendor you ordered 6 things from, and maybe the vendor that you ordered 5 things from, those items sold better than the items you got from the other vendor that you get 6 items from. You get what I'm saying? So which vendor is the best for your business? Keep up with those 3 things: your item, your category, and your vendor. Okay? Now, do the same thing, but do it for the items that sold the worst, the least. For me, that was, I haven't written all these things down yet. I just wrote down like what I'm going to keep up with. I had the same type of sheet. I don't know what sold the least for me this year. I want to say it was jumpsuits. Nope. Shockingly, this year what sold the least for me was sunglasses. And that's odd because normally I sell a lot of sunglasses. So sunglasses was the item / category that sold the worst for me. And then vendor-wise, I would say, this isn't all my inventory, obviously. So, and see, one thing it's going to be kind of hard for me to keep up with because I closed twice this year for like a month. So I was closed for 2 months total this year. I'll have to figure that out. But anywho, you know what I'm saying? You need to figure out the same thing that you did for your best. Figure it out for your worst. All right? Now, next thing. Figure out what your best-selling month was. Not just the selling, though. Figure out your best month overall for your selling and overall for your traffic. Now, majority of the time, well, I won't say majority of the time. It depends on you and your business and what you sell and your prices. But sometimes those two things are the same month. But sometimes they aren't, because you can have a month where you were averaging 300 visits a day, but you may not have been getting the sales, if you get what I'm saying. Or you may have had a month where you were getting sales, but it may have been because of like a big holiday like Black Friday. You know what I'm saying? So keep up with which month you had the highest sales and which month you had the highest traffic. Why? Because then next year in 2023, you will have already planned for that. If you know that you tend to get a lot of traffic in May, then you need to make sure come May 2023 that not only are you ready with whatever you sold the most of in that particular month of May, but you also want to make sure you're stocked very well and have some kind of promotion going on for that month of May in 2023 because you're ready. You already know I'm going to get a lot of folks this year. What? You want to put this there?
Yeah.
No. You're going to break my printer. No, you need to go sit on the bed with your tablet.
No.
You see how he just tells me no, what he's not going to do? Y'all lucky. I mean, he's lucky he on camera because I'm not. Child, y'all. Kai, this is not going to sit here. You don't have a case. We can put it like this. Let me do that. Hold on, y'all. I'm sorry. All right. So what I was saying was that you already have that planned. So when you figure out which month you had the most traffic in, look at your sales for that month as well, or look and see what you sold the most of. So that way you can make sure you have those things or those particular types of things in stock again next year. Okay. Okay. Now you want to look at, when I say what worked for me, email, of course, worked for me. Email worked for me, and something else that worked for me that I'm going to be talking about with my YouTube membership is marketplaces. Because you all know that I totally dropped off of Instagram. Period. It got on my nerves. I hated it. I wasn't mentally right to be doing it. I just could not. I could not with Instagram this entire year. So obviously that didn't work for me. So when you write down what worked, write down the things that worked for you. Where was your sales and traffic coming from with the efforts that you put into it? I put in effort in my email, so my effort came in from my email. I also put in effort to increase my brand awareness among other channels instead of just Instagram, such as Pinterest, other marketplaces. Some of you all know I got accepted to Walmart's marketplace, and then there was another marketplace that I told some of my clients and members about. Unfortunately, they got put on pause because they wanted to redo some of their systems, which I'm glad they are, because there was 2 certain things that they were doing that I really hated. So I'm hoping they change it when they reopen. But I love this particular marketplace because I was gaining about an extra 3-4 sales a day. And it wasn't a little small sales either. We're talking an average of like $75 a sale. And if you times that by 4, that's like almost $300 a day I was getting extra from just this one particular marketplace. Loved it. Okay, so once you look at what worked for you, then I want you to keep up with what is working for your market. So when I say your market, if you're a boutique selling clothes, what's working for the clothing boutique? If you're someone who sells candles, what's working for the candle company? What's working for selling as a whole? Whichever part you want to look at. But we all know right now what's working. TikTok and Instagram Reels. We all know that's what's working right now. However, it's only working for those that are consistent with it and that love it and know what they're doing and how to film. I can do all of that. I just choose not to because I just don't like it. And the reason why I started working for myself was to not feel like I'm working. And when it came to shooting video and editing, it felt like I was working and I just could not do it. And when I don't want to do something and it forces me to feel like I'm pulling teeth, I'm not going to do it.
Good.
What?
Good.
Okay. All right. So what else did I write down that I definitely want to talk about here? Okay. I want you to also keep up with your sales by social source. Now, the way you find this is in your Shopify analytics. If you are not on Shopify by now and you've been watching me for however long, something is wrong. I don't know any other way for you to find this through whatever you use. What?
Thank you.
Okay, love you too.
Thank you.
Yeah, I don't know, but sales by social source means which social media channel brought in the most money for you. Again, when you go into your Shopify analytics, there'll be a little space that says sales by social source. So I want you to keep up with that.
Thank you, Mama.
Okay, you're welcome, Kyra. Look and see which social media source brought in the most sales for you. So that means you need to concentrate on that particular social media channel next year. Then, of course, I want you to look at which social media source brought you the most traffic. That is also in your in your Shopify analytics. So look at your traffic from social media. Look at your sales from your social media. If they're both the same ones, great. If they're two different ones, great. That means you got to concentrate on two different social media sources next year instead of one. No big deal. Okay. Of course, I want you to look at your marketing as a whole. How was your marketing this year? How did you market? Did you know exactly what marketing was? Do you need to take my marketing class to learn exactly what marketing is? Because a lot of people think marketing is just posting something on social media when it is not. It entails a whole lot more. And again, if you've been living under a rock or you haven't seen any more of my videos, you should know, or you may not know, that I minored in marketing in college. So I know a lot about marketing. I love marketing. But it's just certain aspects of it that, such as the videos, that I don't like, you know. Huh? You want some drink?
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on. I gotta go get the king, or the prince, rather. Are you gonna go get it?
Yeah.
You're not gonna go get it?
I'll get it.
Let me go get his juice. Alrighty, I'm back. So, marketing. If you felt lost at all with your marketing, I highly suggest you take my marketing class, especially before the year 2023 shows up. I'm posting this on a Tuesday. So, shush. So that means yesterday, if you're on my email list, then you already know I'm having a late Black Friday sale because I did not do I didn't do a Black Friday sale this year on either of my websites. So be sure to check it out. I'm only letting it run for 3 days, so it will be over tomorrow. I don't know at this very moment what I'm going to be doing. So, yeah, just go check it out. ICanishaJ.com. Look and see. No excuses. You can go into 2023 already knowing what you're going to be doing and how to do it, especially with marketing, okay? Okay, so I think that was all I wanted to mention up here was about your marketing. Yeah, what sold, all your yep, all of that. And then what you should be doing at the end, of course, is creating a 2023 plan. And the best way to do your plans is quarter by quarter. So your first quarter, you already know, or if you don't know, there are 4 quarters in a business year. Well, it depends on your business because the quarters were different at Victoria's Secret than they were at Route 21. So anywho, depends on your business. But normally we do 4 quarters in a year. January, February, March, this first quarter. Then you have April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Okay, quarter 4. 4 quarters, 3 months. So you need to plan quarter by quarter. So you're planning 90 days each. You're going to plan with your holidays, plan out your promos, plan out, what inventory you may want to be buying. I've already done this, by the way. I have already, I literally did this in 2 weeks. I planned exactly 2.5 collections. Well, it wasn't really half. So it was 2 collections that I know for sure I'm coming out with, and then I'm going to be restocking my dress collection. That's basically what it is. So that's when I'm going to be doing my first quarter. I'm coming out with 2 collections, brand new ones, and I'm restocking my dress collection. So not only do I know the collections, I already know what pieces I have, backup pieces. They're already in my cart on Fashion Go. So that way, when I want to go ahead and start purchasing, they're already in there. And then the ones that I know are my backup, I have them in my save for later. Save for later in my save for later cart, or whatever it's called. So yeah. Also, one more thing with this. If you want the exact sheets that I am using to plan out and review, if you want the sheets that I'm using to review my 2022 and plan out my quarter by quarter 2023, there will be a link in the description box and in the comments for you to grab that. You'll get all of the sheets I'm using. It'll only be $7. No excuses. Just go ahead and grab it. I don't know if I'm going to have it where you can type in it, or am I just going to have it where you can print it out. I haven't decided that yet, because I didn't decide to really even offer it until a few minutes before I started making this video. But yeah, if you want those same sheets so that way you know exactly what you should be keeping up with, then I highly recommend you grab these sheets. Like I said, they're only going to be $7. They're really going to be $7 for probably the rest of this week. Then I'm going to increase the price to $10. So they'll be $7 for now, and then they'll be $10 all the way up until the end of this month. And then I might leave them on the site. I don't know. I might take them off after the first week of January, and then just put up the ones for your planning for 2023, because you may not need the year end, or I might just offer them together. I don't know yet. Y'all know I'm indecisive sometimes. Anywho, yeah, that is my video. So the next video that we're going to be, oh, I know what it is. It's my, no, it's not. Hold on. I was wrong. I didn't want to tell y'all the wrong thing. Okay, so next video, y'all, is going to be all about, I got too much stuff in here, y'all. My recommendations, right? Yep, okay, I was right. My recommendations. So things I recommend you having as a business owner, okay? And then if you are a YouTube member, one of my members, then the video tomorrow, because I post on Wednesdays in my membership. Okay, Kai. I post on Wednesdays in my membership. And that video is going to be all about pop-ups. We're going to be talking about pop-ups, and you're going to watch me. You're going to watch me redo my pop-up and some things that I've noticed that I've talked about. If you're on my email list, you probably have heard a few of these things before. So if you are a YouTube member, do not miss it. If you are not a member, there is a button underneath this video that says join. Click that, become a member, because I already told y'all I'm going hard in my membership starting now, because I hadn't at first, but now I am. Okay, I got to make sure that y'all are doing, you know, what you need to do so we can all get the wins around here. Okay. All right. So YouTube members, tomorrow, pop-ups. Regular people, next week, we'll be talking about my recommendations. Okay. All right. So I will see you all in the next video. Bye, guys. Say bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.